All right, so ladies and gentlemen, again, we're going to go over the substitution method. So let's look at this first problem. We've got y equals x minus 1 and 2x minus y equals 4. So where did we leave off? Lawrence, what am I going to substitute in? We're going to put the x minus 1, and which letter are we going to put it in for? Y. So my new equation is going to be 2x minus x minus 1 equals 4. Let me make this one look prettier. Does everybody see where we got that from? Can you plug that in? Brian, what do I do next?
Minus dx and
Make
plus
those.
the positive.
Perfect. We're distributing that negative because there's an imaginary 1 right there. That's exactly what Brian said. He make the x negative, make the 1 positive. Perfect. Okay, Nika, what do I do now? Oops. Do we have anything that we can fix on this side of the equal sign? Yes. So what's 2x minus x? 1x. Do you have a question, Jasmine? Because a negative times a negative gives you a positive. We've got to distribute the negative because it's on the outside of the parentheses, and therefore it becomes positive. Why is it not doing what I want it to do? All right. What do I do next, Kristen? We move the 1 to the other side. We do that by subtracting 1 from each side. I'm going to move it over here. Really? Okay, we move that to the other side, and we get x. Oh, I love my computer so much. I move the 1 to the other side, and what do I get x equal to? I get x equals 3. Correct? Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to plug it back into my original problem. So I've got y equals, and now I'm going to put 3 minus 1. This is still the same problem. You have to find an x and a y for each problem. You could use that one as well, yes. I would use this one because you have to do less multiplication. But you could totally do it that way. And what is 3 minus 1? Chris, who am I on? Troy, 3 minus 1? There we go. So our answers are 2 and 3, and we're done. Okay, let's look at the next one. It's a little bit more difficult. We've got 4x plus 3y equals 3. And we've got negative 3x plus y equals negative 2. So, Troy, I'm going to ask you this one too. Which letter is easiest to get all by itself? The black or the blue, and the X or the Y? Why would you choose that one instead of the other one? Because the Y is already by itself. So, Tristan, what would I do to get the Y by itself? got 3x for both sides. Very nice. So now I have y equals 3x minus 2. So, Lauren, now that I've got y by itself, what do I do with it? It's called substitution, so you're going to take this right here and put where? The y for the black. Good. So I'm going to rewrite the black one. But I'm going to stick what y is for the blue inside of it. And Harley, what do I need to do now? I've stuck the blue part for y in there. So I've got 4x plus 3, parentheses, 3x minus 2, end parentheses, equals 3. What do I do now? Distribute the 3 to both in the parentheses. So what am I going to get? I've got 4x plus 9x minus 6 equals 3. All right, Brandon. What do I do now?
I don't know.
Can I put anything together, move something to the other side? What do I got? Dash, you want to help them out? Combine like terms. Which ones are like terms? And 4x plus 9x gives us 13x? Okay, Taylor, what do I do now? Yep. I'm going to add the 6 to both sides. So I get 13x equals 9. Then Tyler, what do I do now?
Divide.
Yep, divide both sides by 13. What do you say? You guys want to just make that into a decimal so we don't have a fraction? What was it, Jen? 1.4. I get 9 divided by 13 is 0.69. Huh? Oh, not 9 divided by 13? Yeah, always put what's on the top of your fraction first divided by what's on the bottom. I make that mistake all the time. Okay. So we've got x. Are we finished? What do we got to find? Y. So I'm going to go back up to the top and do what, Shannon? Which equation do you want to plug this into? The second one. Okay. So I get negative 3 plus y equals 2, and I'm going to plug in 0.69. Shannon, what do I do next? Good. Same thing. Negative 3 times 0.69, and I get negative 2.07 plus y equals 2. And then, Jarek, what do I do? What do I do next to get y by itself?
Subtract it. Back to
It's negative, so I want to make it a positive. Yeah. Positive 2.07 plus 2.07, so I get y equals 4.07. Yes. Yes. Okay, let me try it. You did 4 times 0.69, right? Which gave you 2.76. So you did 3 minus 2.76, which gives you 0.24. Divided that by 3. You're right, I didn't get the same answer either.
that equals negative 2.
Oh, it equals negative 2. Oh. So that you should get 0.07. Thank you. This is a negative 2. I wrote it down wrong. Good catch, guys. It's because we rounded it. If you put 9/13 in instead, so if I did In my calculator, I'm putting 4 parentheses 9 divided by 13 end parentheses. I get 2.76.9. And if so I get 0.23, divide that by 3, I get 0.7. And this is like 0.07666667 if we don't round up. Okay? All right, let's turn it over. And should we do one more problem? Let's do one more. Let's try example 2. We've got y equals 1/2 x minus 8 and 4x plus y equals 1. Alright, Christina, you don't feel well enough to do this? Okay. Sierra, can you tell me what I would do first? Okay, I'm going to substitute. What am I going to substitute it in? I've got a letter all by itself, right? So I'm going to take everything in black and I'm going to put it where? Where the y is. Okay, some mistakes I've seen is people put 4x plus y and then put that. Remember, get rid of the y and then put in 1/2 x minus 8 equals 1. If I've got 4 and I minus 1/2, how much do I have? 4 and you take away 1/2. 3.5, there you go. Anthony, can you finish the rest of the problem for me? What do I do?
You minus 8.
Not minus, but
And plus 8.
good? We would just be distributing a plus sign, and that wouldn't change anything. See if we put it in parentheses, plus 1/2 is 1/2. A positive times a negative gives me -8. Does that make sense, Jasmine? Okay. So I get 3.5x equals 9. What do I do now, Anthony?
Divided by 3.5x.
So I divide both sides by 3.5. And I'm left with x equals, got my handy calculator, say 9 divided by 3.5 is the same thing as 3.5. So I get 2.57, we'll round it to. Okay, and then I'm going to take that and I'm going to plug that answer in for x. So I'm just going to do it for the first one, but if you do it for the second one, you'll get the same answer. So I get y equals 1/2 times 2.57 minus 8. Yes, honey? You said 9 divided by 3.5. One fraction half. 3.5 is not how you put it in there. Okay, so I get 0.5 because it's the same as 1/2 times 2.57. I get 1.285 and I subtract 8 from that. So I get y equals -6.715. Let's try one more. Let's go to example 3. We're going to do 3a.